On this edition of Lexington Now, the Kentucky River Clean Sweep, art by nature and safety at every step. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of July 28th, 2025. The Kentucky River Clean Sweep is your chance to help beautify our state's namesake waterway. Here's how to get involved.
My name is Brendan Campbell, and I work for the city's Division of Environmental Services. And we're down here at the Kentucky River at Kelly's Landing Park to talk about the Kentucky River Clean Sweep we have going on August 2nd. We're asking volunteers to come out on August 2nd, starting at 8:30 a.m. And no later than 10 a.m. to go out on the river and help us clean up some litter along the river. We had to reschedule this event from June due to high water. So we're hoping, severe weather and any high water will cooperate with us with this time. If you have your own canoe or kayak, especially a life jacket as well to go along with that, bring that out. If you don't have your own canoe or kayak, we'll have some down here that you can borrow. The Kentucky River Clean Sweep has been going on for over 25 years. It's an event sponsored by the Kentucky River Authority to clean up different sections along the Kentucky River in different counties throughout Kentucky. We've seen all kinds of different litter items throughout the years. A big one is different kinds of plastic bottles, any kind of plastic food containers, styrofoam. We found things such as tires, refrigerators, anything that has flown off the interstate right above the park. Throughout the month of July, the city's Division of Environmental Services was sponsoring a campaign called Plastic Free July to encourage people to think about items they might be able to swap out for a plastic-free option, such as instead of going to a coffee shop and using their coffee cups that they provide, bringing your own reusable coffee cup. So this is a good way to catch any of that plastic that might have ended up in the river somehow. So we have different city divisions throughout government that help us with this event. The Division of Environmental Services, Streets and Roads, the Division of the Fire Department help us out to put this event on. People will need to register beforehand. If you registered for the June event, you will also need to go on and re-register. You can register at lexingtonky.gov/riversweep. And all volunteers that come out to volunteer on the river all morning will receive a free t-shirt and a lunch when they get back in. If you're under the age of 18, you'll just have to have a parent or guardian with you and to sign your waiver as well. So Kentucky River Sweep down here at Kelly's Landing Park next to Proud Mary's Barbecue on August 2nd, starting at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you're here by at least 10 a.m. to go out. And for any updates for severe weather or high water will be posted to Live Green Lex on Facebook or Instagram.
Lexington is home to many talented artists, and Art by Nature is one way to show that talent off. This art exhibition is open to artists of all abilities.
My name is Brendan Campbell, and I work for the city's Department of Environmental Quality. And we're here today at Ashland, the Henry Clay Estate, to talk about the Art by Nature program we have going on. So we currently have a call to artists out for our 8th year of Art by Nature. This year's theme is Rooted in Time. It's to highlight 250-year-old trees that have withstood the test of time to go along with the city's 250th anniversary. So we are asking artists to go on to our website, lexingtonky.gov/artbynature, to look at our map of trees that we have selected, and they can use those trees as inspiration for a piece of artwork. And they can submit that artwork up until September 14th to be featured in our gallery that will run from October 17th through December 13th at the Living Arts and Science Center. So the Art by Nature program is all about highlighting different green spaces and greenways throughout Lexington. So we've had themes like Monarch Way stations, we've done trees as a theme a few times, urban creeks, anything to get people connected with nature and art. Artists of all mediums are welcome to submit anything from a painting, photography, sculpture. We've even had Lego sculptures submitted, any kind of crochet or knitting, any medium are welcome. We'll find a way to display it in the gallery. This year's theme, Rooted in Time, is pretty special because it shows trees that have withstood the test of time and have lived over 200 years. It's a good way to highlight that now is also the best time to plant a new tree because these trees won't live forever. So when planting a tree, it's good to remember that you need to think about the space that you're planting your tree in and what is the right tree for your space so that when it eventually gets big and grows old, that you won't have problems with it growing into your house or anything else on the property that it was planted near. To find more information about Art by Nature, you can go to lexingtonky.gov/artbynature, or to find more information about tree selection, maintenance, proper care, you can go to lexingtonky.gov/trees.
Safety at every step after this. Welcome back to Lexington Now. Amanda Center is a resource for survivors of domestic and sexual violence. They are the focus of this week's Safety at Every Step.
We are at Amanda Center in the office of the Fayette County Sheriff, and with me is Crystal Happy Clay, who is the director of Amanda Center and Victim Services. Crystal, can you please tell us a little bit about the services that Amanda Center provides for survivors of domestic and sexual violence?
Yes, ma'am. So first and foremost, we are an advocacy center. We provide referrals to community partners throughout Fayette County, such as the Nest, Greenhouse 17, Rima Word Foundation, just to name a few. We are the first people that are seen when you come and file for an emergency protective order. We walk you through the process of filing paperwork. We attend court with you and answer any additional questions that you may have throughout this process. We follow you through the life of your order, maintaining contact throughout so that if anything were to arise, you always know that you can contact the sheriff's office to ask any questions that you may have. We also provide transportation to victims throughout the duration of your protective order. So if it's a situation of you leaving your abuser and they take the transportation, we are trying to bridge the gap for you so that if you need a ride to places like work, school, the doctor, various appointments, grocery store, things like that, we just want to make sure that you always have transportation to do so and it's no cost to you. We also provide escorts for victims or their abuser, just whichever party had to leave the residence. We try and make sure that it's always a safe environment for you or the other party to return and retrieve whatever necessity belongings, but that's also facilitated through the Office of the Fayette County Sheriff.
That's great. And what is the best way for survivors to get in touch with you?
They can call the office at 859-252-1771, reach out to us through social media or our website at fayettesheriff.com.
Okay, and do you have any message for survivors in Fayette County?
Yes, ma'am. I think it's very important that victims know that even if you've come to file before and had to dismiss for whatever reason, you are always welcome to come back and refile, that we are here no matter what, no judgment passed. This is a safe zone and we believe you and we're just here to help.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So this is just one support that you have along the process of filing for protective order or seeking safety in some other way. And we'll be talking to more supporters throughout the month, and hopefully you'll get a better idea of what services are available to you.
As the hot weather rolls on this summer, here is how to stay safe.
When it comes to being outside in the summer heat, it's important to take breaks, stay in the shade as much as possible, and really work on staying hydrated. So drinking lots of water or beverages that don't have caffeine or lots of sugar. Caffeine dehydrates you. As much tasty it is, and we get our sugar and we're all jived up, it is actually dehydrating. So if you're having a Dr. Pepper, balance it out with water. Your normal intake, maybe try to double that. Just imagine, whatever you're sweating out, you need to replenish. It's important to wear light, loose clothing in a lighter color to prevent yourself from overheating. So dark colors, heavy fabrics, trap the heat, will not help. But if you're outside, you have a loose shirt on, it's a light color, it will help the air move around you freely and breathe and help you enjoy the summer longer. When you're outside in the sun for long periods of time, you want to make sure you have sunscreen. They recommend you start SPF 30, SPF 45, but that all depends on your skin tone and how easily you burn and how long you'll be exposed. You want to keep in mind that the UV is highest between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., and so you want to make sure you're protected, especially during those hours. When you're taking your pet for a walk in the summer, you got to monitor the temperature of the asphalt. Put your back of your hand on the asphalt for about 5 to 7 seconds. If it hurts you, it's going to hurt them. Their paw pads are extremely sensitive, so when they touch the asphalt, it will actually burn and peel off. I mean, it's just like you burning the bottom of your foot walking on asphalt in July. It's not fair. But they can also exhibit signs of heat stroke and heat exhaustion. And overheat, you can't see their skin and see that it's hot and red, but you can tell when they're overheating, excessive panting, they can't cool down. So it's important to keep them inside during those hot times, offer them lots of water, and make sure they have a chance to rest and recuperate. For heat-related illnesses, there are 3 types. There's heat cramps, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. So heat cramps are characterized by heavy sweating during intense physical activity, and then obviously muscle cramps or spasms. So you're out playing soccer, it's 90 degrees, all of a sudden you go down, your leg's cramping. That would be heat cramp. You would stop the physical exercise and start rehydrating, give yourself time to rest. Move to a cool location or at least in the shade to allow your body to cool down. So heat exhaustion is a much more serious type of heat illness. In this case, you see heavy sweating, weakness, your skin gets cold and pale and clammy, which seems like the opposite of a heat illness, but it is a dangerous sign. Of course, you can see fainting and vomiting as well. When you see someone with signs of heat exhaustion, it's important to slowly start reintroducing liquids to them. And you also want to try to cool the person down. You can use cool cloths, areas of heat release, so that could be like your armpits, the inside of your legs, your wrists. Signs of heat stroke include someone whose skin is hot, dry, and red, as well as a temperature of over 103 degrees, a fast pulse, headache, dizziness, nausea, confusion, and sometimes loss of consciousness. If you're someone with any of these signs outside, it's important to get them to medical attention right away. You want to loosen their clothing, try to cool them down, but be careful not to force too much water into them because they may throw it right back up and it's not going to do anybody any favors. You can still enjoy your summer, it's just a matter about being safe when you do it. So if you're outside between 10 and 2, the points where it's the hottest of the day, take lots of breaks, go into the shade to cool down, and monitor your activity. You see yourself start to overheat, that's time to take a break. By no means do you have to stop enjoying summer, just do it carefully. But for more information about heat safety, you can visit BeReadyLexington.com or follow us on any social media pages, including Facebook, X, which is Twitter, or Instagram.
There's some live meetings on Lex TV and streaming online this week. And remember, you can also find the most up-to-date information on non-televised city business at lexingtonky.gov. Here's this week's meeting cover. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on X at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. In addition to YouTube, you can also follow Lex TV on our brand new Facebook and Instagram accounts. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.